Hey, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for tuning in. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with Anthony Holmes 71. Hey, hun, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm glad to be here.
I know, I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this interview for a minute. I got my questions in my book. Yes, I'm geek. So, Anthony, are you ready to get into these 20 questions?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get started. So, the first question that I have for you here is what made you want to start YouTube?
Like posting videos.
Like wanting to be able to, yes, like, okay, so since you're saying like that, it kind of sounds like there was a difference in time as far as you posting videos and then feeling like posting content. Is there like a difference in like the feeling of it?
Not like when I first got on YouTube, I started so I could comment on videos and like videos. So
Okay.
for 1 year I used to just look at videos and I wanted to comment on them, but I couldn't because I didn't have an account. So
Mm-hmm.
I started an account 2015. I went from 2015 to 2018 just commenting on videos. And my mama used to tell me that I should start a YouTube channel. So I started posting videos, just random videos, just all kind of stuff. And I did that for a few years, probably like 5 years, just posting videos of the most random stuff that I could do. And I didn't know nothing about being monetized. I just knew that you could put video. I thought only um, people that was super big, like news channels and stuff like that, made money from YouTube.
Right. I thought the
So
same thing. Mm-hmm.
yeah, so when I started posting videos of my work, so my mama could see what I was doing, for work. So that's why I started posting videos, really, so my mama could see what I was doing.
Oh, so when you wanted to do it for her to see it, did she live in a different state than you or something?
No, she still live right in right in the same area,
Oh,
but
okay.
she just liked to see.
Yeah, because my mom, for anyone that knows, she just moved like out of state. So, like me doing YouTube means so much more to her, even more now than it does like when she was actually here in Georgia, because she can get onto YouTube and like keep up with me. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of why I had
Yeah.
asked it like that. But I love that. At least like when it's like that, it's more so of something that she can just get on and she can just like view what's going on. So does she just like to like keep up with everything that you're doing as far as viewing it? You just kind of feel like you're giving her like your point of view of everything?
Yeah, cause she watched every video that I ever put out. I just looked. I got over
Aw.
1,500 videos, and she
Mhm.
watched all of them. She used to be in the
Aw.
chats on the when I go live. When I used to go
Mhm.
live, she used to be in the chats and she used to comment on videos, just like your mama was in the chat playing the game a
Yeah.
couple of weeks ago. My mama used to do the same thing, but she
Aw.
lost. She got a different phone and she didn't really set the account up on the new phone, so she can't comment now. But she still watch.
Oh. Oh, I love that. Oh my gosh. Shout out to mama. That is so amazing of her. I love that so much because, yeah, you already know I'm big on family. So stuff like that just makes my heart smile. I love it so much. Thank you to
Yeah.
everyone that's here. I really appreciate y'all. Please make sure you like the live, y'all. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with Anthony Holmes 71. Please make sure to go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content, okay? So the next question I have for you here is what does music mean to you?
Everything. When I think about music. When I see people, I think about music. It's just like music is a language all by itself. So
Mm,
I know how to communicate with music, and that's just music made the world go around.
it do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
music
Oh
made
my
the world go
gosh.
around.
I love that. I love that so much. That's actually so cute. So do you have like when you wake up in the morning, what's the first, if it was a song, what would be the first song to pop into your mind and why?
A lot of times it's not a song, a complete a song that's already out. It might be just a tune of,
Okay.
just something that I can try to put down. Like I like to record a lot of tunes and melodies on my phone.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I wake up in the middle of the night or wake up early in the morning and hum out a tune in the phone. Then when I get a chance, I'll come out here and I'll record pieces of it because I do that a lot. I got bits and pieces of thousands and thousands of songs. I just might just record 4 or 5 notes and just come back to it later.
Wow, I love that so much. I wouldn't have even thought, like, dang, you are deep into music. And I love that so much for you to wake up in the morning and just like have a tone in your mind that you hum into your phone and then come back to it and literally make something out of it. That's insane. So, when it comes to like doing your music, what's the first instrument that you use to start it off?
Most of the time it will be the keyboard, most of the time. But sometime I would go and put a beat down on the drum machine or either use a pre-made beat that I got on some of this stuff in here. And then sometime after I get the beat down, I will go to the bass guitar. So most of the time it's either the drums, the keyboard, or the bass guitar.
I love that. So, when it comes to like you creating music, if it was like instead of it being the beats, like if it was the instruments that you play, like what do you think which instrument do you think is like the heart of the instrumental? Like which one would you say is like the heart of it all? Mhm.
Limited because it's only a few um, notes on a saxophone that you can play, but on a keyboard, a full size keyboard, you got 88 keys. So you got a
Mm.
whole bunch of opportunities to create something you ain't never heard before.
I love that. And that's so true. I love that a lot. Okay. Dang, I love that you know so much about music and that like just hearing all of this makes me love all the songs that you've made even more because you really first off just hearing the songs, you can hear all the passion into it, but just knowing like the time that you take in like hearing all the like instruments and just like everything that you do. So when you harmonize in the studio, like what is it that makes you like okay, so let me ask you this. How long will it take you to write a song that you feel like you already know the words to and you just have to put the instruments together and put the words together? How long does that take you?
Um, it depends on what kind of song it is, but I could do it in um I could do it in maybe 3 hours if I because sometimes I have the words, but I don't have a melody.
Yeah.
So I can write the words to any song within like 5 minutes.
Oh, that's amazing. That's how you know you go hard with music. Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes it take longer to do the melody to go along with the words.
I love that. Oh my gosh. So if you was to come up with the words, like when you're coming up with the words, because I like somewhat write music too. Well, I write music too. I just haven't wrote music in a long time. And I do it without an instrument or anything, or I do it without a beat because usually it will be like a beat from on YouTube or whatnot. And I come up with like the words. I've never I've never actually wrote music without having the beat. Dang, you're good at this, Anthony, because I've never, like, thinking about it for real, I've never wrote music without hearing a beat. I gotta hear the beat, and then I feel like words just start to flow. So, do you, when you're thinking of the like words to it, what gives you the inspiration to come up with these words? Is it like a feeling that you feel? Is it something that you see? Is it like something that somebody probably explained to you that they've been through and you can just kind of put their expressions into a song? Like, what is it exactly?
Yeah, like when I write songs for a lot of people that's in the community, and a lot of people outside of the community also get in touch with me to write songs too. So what I would do is I would watch the videos and I would I would listen to try to find something that's a catchphrase that the person will use.
Hmm.
And I will put that in the song and I'll just look at the person. A lot of the time I can just look at a picture of a person, especially if I can hear them talking. Like if I watch the video, I can pretty much write a song for that person just
Hmm.
from watching a video. And I don't really have to ask them questions, but I like for the song to have specific information in it that they like. So that's when I would ask a question. I
Oh,
see the people
I know
sending
you
all kind
gotta.
of
I know
stuff
you
up
gotta
there.
look over to your other screen to see all the stuff here, huh? But you are on your phone, right? That's what you had said.
Yeah,
But you can see
I
the
can
thing
see the
behind.
phone right here, but
Oh,
I got the
okay.
big screen over to the side.
Okay. Yes, man. Thank y'all so much for all the gifts. Thank y'all for all the love. Thank y'all for being here, liking the live and everything. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with Anthony Holmes 71. Please make sure to go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content, okay? And for my mods, can y'all like just consistently drop Anthony's channel link in the comments? I would really appreciate that. So, my next question for you here is, what is something you would give up on if it meant something to you, but it doesn't benefit your loved ones?
Something that I would give up on if it meant something to me, but
But it doesn't.
not um anything really. I really don't I have a way with being to where I can accept anything. I can take acceptance in a short period of time, so I can give up anything at the drop of a hat. And you know, if it's gonna benefit somebody else, because to me it don't matter if things going good or bad. I'm gonna be the same person. You know,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna be walking around saying I'm worried. I'm not gonna be jumping up and down saying I'm happy. I'm gonna be the same pretty much all the time. So you
Yeah.
know, I could give up anything if it's something that I like music. I could stop listening to music today if it was gonna benefit somebody else that that I really cared about. I could stop doing that.
Yeah. Aw, I love that so much. And that's so you too. So I know like you mean that seriously. Like, oh, I love that so much. You have so much love from the entire community is literally ridiculous. Like the way that you are, your personality and the way that you care, and then on top of that, your music, like above it all, like you really have became almost as if you're like the veins that is like if we were all one body, you would literally be like the veins that's pumping the blood, like that's moving the blood around to where it needs to be. Without the veins, like there's just no existence. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of how it feels. Like you just have this like soothing way that touches everyone. No one will ever look at you to ever have it. I, Chow. I salute you, Anthony. You're completely amazing and I really appreciate you. And I'm so happy that we was able to be introduced to you. Thank you for Fabi, because I know you came through her.
Yeah,
I'm so
yeah.
excited for all of that. So how was it for you when you got to meet the entire community? Like how has it changed your journey here on YouTube?
Um, I used to participate in a few other communities. Like I was real involved with the Africans, with the African communities, and so I was known in Kenya and Uganda as being a good supporter. I was well known in Pakistan as being a good supporter because I have contact with a lot of people in Pakistan and in India. I was in the community in India and a little bit in the Philippines, but this time it was different because I feel like I really, really got to know the people. Instead of
Yeah.
just watching videos, people would go live, and just it just seemed different because it's a lot of lives that go on in this community, and you will see the same people in the lives. And
Mhm.
today, Coach was playing some of the songs,
Yeah.
some of the Are You Locked In songs, and some of the people that I got in the songs wasn't even a part of the community, but I didn't know that when I first got in because I would used to go to the chats and whoever
Right.
I see in the chats and different chats, I would say, well, okay, this person right here is a supporter, so I will put their name in the song. But now that I know, and
Yeah.
I still see the same names over and over and over and over, and that's good. And it's too many people to, for one person to watch everybody and support
I
everybody.
know,
But
yeah.
it's just like living in a city. All of the people,
Yes.
you can say a small town, all
Mhm.
of the people can be in the community, but you don't deal with everybody every day. You might go only see a certain person when you go to the grocery store or when you go to get gas. You don't see everybody.
Can y'all hear me? Okay. Can y'all hear Anthony? Oh, okay, he's frozen. Oh no. I wonder what happened. Oh no. Okay. I'm sure he'll come back on. Well, let me take this moment to thank all of y'all for being here. Thank you so much, Tina, Tiff, Bree, Coffee, Rodney, Coconut. I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for being here, Boo. Queen, thank you for being here. Bambi, I really appreciate all of y'all. Danielle, Precious, Jeffrey, I really appreciate all of y'all. Thank y'all so much. What's up, Killer? How you doing? I see you, Anthony. Thank you for coming back. It
Hello.
froze. Yeah, I
Wait,
see
hold
you.
on.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
What's up? Yes, I see you.
I don't hear nothing.
You can't hear me?
Maybe I see you moving, but I don't hear the voice.
Oh no. Can y'all hear me?
I got the volume turned up.
Maybe you gotta go out and come back in again.
Come back in.
Yeah, go out and come back in again.
Okay, let me try that. Let me see.
Okay. But yes, you guys, thank y'all so much for being here. I really, really appreciate y'all. Please make sure that you're liking the live, y'all. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel and please make sure you go over to Anthony Holmes 71 and subscribe to his channel as well. He's very amazing. You guys are going to love him if you don't know him. I really appreciate y'all being here. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay, that's great. What's up, Donnie? Hey, Kaylin. Thank y'all so much. So, my next question to you here is: would you rather hold the sun in your hands or clean the New York City trains with just your tongue?
Oh, well, that's a tough one. I'll say the New York City trains. I know they bad. I'll say hold the sun in my hands.
Oh, so which one you pick?
The sun, hold the sun in my hands.
Yeah. Child, I don't know how you gonna do that.
I know I'll burn up.
But child, I think either way, you probably would be non-existent because them trains, sweetheart, them trains is a whole nother thing. So I definitely get it. Okay. So my next question to you here is, what was your first job that you ever worked, and what do you want your last job to be?
Um, I know when I was young, but we was supposed to be selling peanuts for my granddaddy, but we ended up eating all of the peanuts. That I don't know if that can, I don't know if that was a real job. I'd say
I mean, were you making money off of it?
we were supposed to be making money, but we ate all of the peanuts. We might have sold 2 or 3 bags of peanuts, but we was eating the peanuts. So I would say we worked at a packing house. That was like the
Mm.
first one where you had to put in an application. Working at a packing house, um, packing boxes of tomatoes. We would stack them
Oh
up on the
wow.
pallet. We would stack them up on the pallet, and they would take them off and load the trucks with them. That was the first real job, like getting minimum wage and having a time clock and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh
And the last
wow.
job I would want is probably the job that I got now,
The
working in
construction?
construction. Yeah,
Yeah. So you're a manager at your job, right?
yeah,
So how long were you working at the construction agency before you became a manager, or did you sign up to be a manager?
yeah. When they called me, that's what they wanted me to do
Mm.
because I knew the guy that um like one of the higher up people. I knew him because he used to be a city inspector.
Oh,
So I
nice.
used to see him on different jobs. And when he used to work at the company that I work at years and years ago, but when he went back to the company, they told him he wanted to start his own cruise. So
Oh,
he was
that's
just
good.
calling people that he knew, and I was one of the
Mm.
actually the first one that he called to
Oh,
be on
wow.
one of his workers.
Oh, that's nice. That tells a lot about you. So, did you already have so when it comes to the construction, you already probably, if he called you, you had background in construction already.
No, not really. not
Really? So he
no,
just
not
really, so
that
was
much.
it really off of your work ethic? Like, why would he want to call you to be a manager of something if he doesn't even know that you have that type of background?
Well, I used to work at a landscaping company, but
Mm.
with this landscaping company, we did a lot of irrigation systems, like putting water pipes down. So we worked with a lot of other construction companies because we was a subcontractor. So
Okay.
I learned how to run the machines, working on small machines with a small company.
Mm.
So the first question he asked me when he called me was if I knew how to operate an excavator. I told him, yeah, I knew how, and that was his only question.
It was just up from there. That's
Yeah,
amazing. I love that so much for you. Like, God definitely got his hands upon your life, honey, because wow, like connections and knowing people, like sometimes it's amazing to be able to know things, like go to school for things, but out here in the world, especially today and stuff like that, is who you know also that can make it like work for you for real. That's
yeah.
amazing. I love that for you so much. That is so dope. Hmm. So do you ever plan on would you ever plan on doing something like that for yourself, like having your own company, or would you do you like where you're at right now?
No, it costs too much money.
I bet it do.
Yeah. Some of the machines,
Hmm.
like the crane that I operate, costs like $1 million, and some of the other machines cost like several $100,000 a piece. And you
Jeez.
got to have all of that equipment to do like uh, one job. The stuff that we do, we build wastewater treatment plants. So you got to have maybe $5 or $10 million worth of equipment just to get the
Mm.
job.
Dang, that's a lot when you really think of it, because those machines are really freaking big, So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I agree. I feel you on that. To rather just be in the position versus having to do all of that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's dope. Okay. Thank you all so much for being here in the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with Anthony Holmes 71. Please make sure to go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content, okay? So, Queen's Alchemy said, can you rent the equipment?
Yeah, you can rent them. Yeah, you can rent them. It's companies like Sunbelt, United. Yeah, you can rent the big equipment.
Mm-hmm. I feel that. It would be like more expensive to rent it versus buying it, though, wouldn't it?
Depends on how long the job is.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, so some people probably rent it to do a job and then like return it when the job
Yeah,
is over or whatever. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. All right. So, my next question for you here is, if you can give your opinion to the world to make it a better place, what would that opinion be and why?
Treat others like you want to be treated.
I love that.
Because if everybody followed that one rule, the world would be a much better place. If people
That's so
treated
true.
other people like they wanted to be treated, that's the golden rule. And
It really is.
it's really just that simple. If you want people to help you, help other people. You know,
Yeah.
I went to Home Depot the other day and I saw a guy putting plywood on the back of a truck. He was by himself, and I just walked up to him and just started helping him
Oh,
put the wood on the back
yeah.
of his truck. And he told me that it was all right. And that's what I do. I remember a couple of weeks ago we was talking. I can't remember who it was, but they asked, do men, they was talking about, do guys hold the door open for a lady when they going in the store? I said, I hold the door open for everybody. It can be a lady, a man, I don't care who it is.
Hmm.
If I'm going in the store or if I'm opening the door and somebody else coming, I'll hold the door no matter who it is.
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel the same about that for sure because I do that for anybody. I know I'm a girl and it's different for girls and guys, but I feel like it should be that way for anybody. So I definitely agree with you on all of that for sure. And from the looks of the chat, they definitely agree with you as well. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So my next question for you here is, what does being a man mean to you in today's world?
Being able to set a goal and have other people to expect me to achieve the goal, and being a person that people kind of look up to for being like not a scary person, because other than like a tarantula spider or something like that, I can't think of too many things that I don't want to deal with. I don't
Yeah.
like spiders, but that's about the only thing. I ain't scared of no snake. I ain't scared of bears. I ain't scared of none of that. So,
I'm scared
whatever.
of snakes.
Yeah, I can. I go looking for snakes. I go in the woods looking for snakes.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, I can be a person that stand up, and you don't have to worry about me running off because I'm scared or something like that.
Yeah. So if we all was to go camping one day, you're gonna have to be my partner because I don't like none of that. You feel me?
Oh yeah,
I don't like none of that. I don't even want the bunny too close to me. You can stand afar and I can watch you from afar. The only thing that I like is butterflies because they're pretty, they're soft, and they're small. And that's it.
yeah.
Yeah. For real. Okay. So, my next question for you here is, how do you balance your time between music and managing a construction company? Two totally different worlds.
Um, it's actually kind of easy. I mostly just do, unless I come up with a tune that I can save in my phone while I'm at work. While I'm at work, I mostly just be watching y'all on video. I spend all day watching y'all videos, but when I get
Yeah.
home, a lot of times I work with the computer on, but I just have it to where I can't hear it.
Mm.
But most of the time when I'm home, that's when I can. really, get into the music.
Yeah.
So I, I always have different computers on, and a lot of times I get behind because watch, I'm watching these videos and watching these lives and stuff, and I like to comment in a way to let people know
I
that I actually
know.
did watch. I
Yeah.
don't just say nice video. I talk about stuff that's actually in the video.
Mhm.
So it's actually kind of easy. I give myself about 4 or 5 hours each night during the week to do music, and on the weekend, um, I go out. I come out about 9 o'clock and stay till maybe 9 or 10 o'clock. If it's on a Saturday, if it's on a Sunday, I come out early and might go in about 7 or 8 o'clock.
I feel it. So the way that you be in everybody's life, and then you're a freaking manager of a construction company, and then you make so much music and you do it for so many people, and you come up with all these different things. Because outside of making music for people, you're making music for like our community and just all type of different things. And on top of that, like for yourself and like inspiration that you come up with, you make your own music. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you manage being in our community when you're at work? Like, do you have a certain way of going throughout your day? Like, when you get there, do you make sure that everybody's supposed to be doing what they're supposed to, and then you get on to like YouTube, or is it just like a mixture of the two and you just know how to do it?
Yeah, well, when I listened to a live stream, well, the first in the morning when I wake up, Danielle is first. I always listen to what I miss sometime, but I try to catch Danielle in the morning. And then when I'm driving to work, I listen to somebody that's not in the community. And then
Mm.
after that go off, I would go to one of Corey's videos. And then when I get to work and get everything situated and see, look and see what's going on, by that time maybe Trisha Nicole will come on. And then after Trisha go off, that's when I start bouncing around to see who else is um is doing lives. Because I like to do lives while I'm at work because I don't really have to watch the screen.
Mhm.
I can just put the phone in my pocket. If I'm in a machine, I'll have to have it plugged up because y'all will kill the battery on the phone.
I
Y'all will
know.
kill the battery on the phone because I have to have the screen. For on I have YouTube Premium, but for the lives, I think it's the vertical lives. The screen
Yeah.
have to stay on. But if
Mhm.
it's a
Yeah.
horizontal live, I can turn it off and have it like in my pocket.
Mhm.
But most people doing vertical lives now. But if
Mhm.
I'm listening to um like an old live stream, I can turn the screen off and I just have the phone in my pocket and have one of the earbuds in my ear and just listen like that. That's
Okay.
why I
So
miss a lot of stuff. And a lot of time Trisha say, she said it today. She said, "Well, he must not be in here because I know he would have attacked. Somebody was running off at the mouth." And she said, "I know. I was listening. I just wasn't reading the chat, so I couldn't see what the clown said."
that is so cute. It's just so crazy. So, while all of that is going on in your pocket, what's going on around you?
Oh, we might be pouring concrete. I'm running the crane, running the machines a lot of times. Talking to people about a truck driver that brought something in. I might be unloading a truck. I might be pouring concrete with the crane or the excavator. I might be digging a hole. I might be loading a dump truck. I could be doing anything.
That
As a
is
matter of
so.
fact, on one of my videos, I was in Trisha live, but I had another camera. I was recording with another camera, and I was holding my phone, and I was on a wall 16 feet high, and I was trying to be in the chat on Trisha Nicole video, and I dropped my phone. I dropped it
No.
16 feet, and it's actually in my video. Well, I dropped my phone when I was trying. I didn't say nothing. I just said I told her that I dropped my phone. Trying to be in her chat, but I could be doing all kind of stuff.
If you was to tell me that you dropped your phone because you was in the chat, I would think, oh, your phone just dropped on the floor from standing up. I wouldn't guess because we know that you be at work a lot because of the position that you're in. So it's crazy to think like you're in everybody's chat and then you're operating these huge machines. And then not only that, but you're literally like the leader of the people that you're around. Like you do so much. And it's crazy because you do it all at one time. Like, when do you rest your mind?
When I'm sleeping, that's the only time. I go to sleep
Child.
at night with my headphones and my glasses. I have them on because it's hard for me to see at night, see the small phone when I turn the lights off, just looking at the phone. So I go to sleep a lot of times with my headphones on.
No. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, okay. I thought it froze again, but yes. Oh my God, that's so amazing. I love that so much. You are so amazing, Anthony. Thank you all so much for being here in the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with Anthony Holmes 71. Please make sure to go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content, okay? So the next question I have for you here is, what's the most personal song you've ever written and what does it mean to you?
Um, the personal for me,
Mm-hmm.
probably the one I finally made it. That's about me and my journey, like, cause a long time ago I came up wanting to make music, wanting to make a record. It took a lot. You had to have a lot of outside help to make a record back in the days when I came up. And I always wanted to make a record, and then like have my music published. And when I got on YouTube, years later, after I got on YouTube, I actually started making music to put on YouTube because I would do drone videos, and I didn't know how to add music to them. The video would just be quiet. And my cousin was in the chat. He down in Central Florida. He was in the chat, and he told me that I need to put some music with the video. And I didn't know how to do that. Even for a few years, I didn't know how to do that because I didn't know nothing
Mm.
about editing and all that kind of stuff. So I started making music to put in the videos.
Mm. That's amazing. So how like, oh, I like that a lot. So you wasn't sure. So do you know how to like do it now if you wanted to, or you're just like, child, I do my own thing?
Like how to edit the videos and stuff.
Like if you were to want to add like music in it, even though now I know you would literally add your own music into it, but if you was to add it, like you already like got all of that down.
Oh yeah, I do that now sometimes. I add
Hmm.
music to my videos sometimes. Matter of fact, I just did one on my birthday. But I'm terrible with the video footage though. I got all these cameras and stuff, but
You have a lot of cameras.
yeah, I did one for my birthday. I made a video and added my own music. I did one for my mama birthday, which was October the 19th, and added music and just um, pictures and stuff.
I love that. Oh, yes, man. I really love like just like Andrew said, Anthony, the first song is the original song. Real tough. Yeah. I love
Yeah.
everyone loves like the first song for Are You Locked In is a song that really it was just so emotional. Like even when Coach was playing it today in her live, like it was just so emotional all over again. Like it just rushed back so many memories of that time. Like it's crazy to just think of it. Like it's I love it so much. So without people like telling you to make that song, because you just kind of made that song and kind of put it out there, what really like what made you want to do that?
Well, I know it's you can always talk to people with music. I can go to Japan or China or Vietnam, somewhere where I don't know the language, and I can I can communicate with the people through music. We people always communicated with music. So and I know that people like to hear songs about them, and they like to hear their name in songs. Like, they like shout out.
Yeah.
I know that
Mhm.
people like to hear songs about their situation and they hear their name in songs. So I didn't even have to think about it. It just automatically came to my mind that I'm gonna make a song, for these people.
So, outside of like our community, have you ever done that with any other community before?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I make videos for. I mean, not videos. I make songs for a lot of people outside of the community because I got some people that I've been making songs for, like for about a year or two, and they always put my name in their videos, and I get turned on, to different people because they put their name in, and um, well, a lot of people hear my name and they contact me about music.
Mhm. But what I kind of meant was more so because I know that you had said earlier that you do write music for other people. But have you ever wrote a song like how you did the "Are You Locked In" song, like a community song with everyone's name into this community? Have you done that for like any
Oh
other
no,
community
no, not a
before?
whole community song, no.
Hmm.
And all the rest of the others,
Okay.
all of the other songs was I think people requested them just about.
Okay.
They
Yeah.
requested a song.
Okay. Yes. I love that. Yeah. Because that song made us feel special. And I'm so happy that we were the ones who did it for. You feel me? Like, yeah. For
Yeah.
real. Yeah. Oh my God. I love that so much. Thank you so much for everyone that's here in the chat. I really, really appreciate y'all being here. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with Anthony Holmes, 71. Please make sure to go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content, okay? So, my next question I have for you here is: construction and music both take patience and precision. What's something that one has taught you that helped you with the other?
Um, eye to hand coordination is the number one thing. Being able to see something and automatically have it to an action of my hands or feet. So I know how to read music for a saxophone, but not for a piano. But from seeing a piano or music, if you read the music, whatever you see, the notes, you have to play that on the instrument. And it's
Mm,
like that when you're working on a machine, and you have to be able to do different things. You have to be able to understand different controls and use them in combination at the same time at the blink of an eye. So that's kind of like playing a piano, because if you play on a piano, you're using at least one of your feet and a lot of times both hands and all 10 fingers. So each finger got to have a mind of its own. Each hand got to have a mind of its own, and your foot got to have a mind of its own. It's the same way like that in a machine.
yeah, I feel that. I love that too. So I see a question here in the chat. So I don't want to butcher your name. So I'm gonna just say me podcast. So me podcast was saying, I wonder what his opinion on AI entering the music scene. So what do you think about like AI music and stuff like that? I know they have this one AI like female that's actually on the Billboard's top 100. How do you feel about like AI music and the way that it's taken over like nowadays?
I think that's good, but just about and have all as long as all of us living that's watching this video, there have always been AI in music. People just don't know it. When they came out with a synthesizer, that was considered AI because it's not really a saxophone. That's a keyboard. That's a recording on a keyboard. It's not a real saxophone. When they came out with a drum machine, that was like a form of AI because it was not real drums. And people had the
Mm.
same kind of fears when each technology came out. People had the same kind of fears that it was going to end music, but
Oh,
it didn't.
wow.
It just helped it get better.
Mm. I love that. Okay. What do you think as far as music that's out there in the world? What song do you think would represent you and your character?
Probably "Man in the Mirror" from Michael Jackson.
I love
It, it,
that. I
it,
love that song.
everything that you do in life depends on you, and your mind is the only thing that you can pretty much control. I can't
Hmm.
control what you do. I can't control what the other people do, but I can control what I do. And if I take it upon myself to learn, if I take it upon myself to do positive things, that will put me in a position to move up.
Mm.
So, and and it all start with, with self, the man in the mirror. That's why
I
on my
love
happy
that.
birthday song that I made the other day, I ended it with saying "Happy Birthday, Self."
Oh, I love that. Oh my God, that's so amazing, Anthony. Yes. Okay. Thank you all so much for being here in the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with Anthony Holmes 71. Please make sure to go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content, okay? So, my next question I have for you here is, what has been your proudest moment as a manager and why?
Well, um, on the like on my job, we work at work sites and we stay there for like over a year. Most of them, the projects take over a year to do. And when the last job that we was on, they rented a big crane for like 6 or 7 months, and they said that they could have bought a crane for the amount of money that it take to rent a crane that big for six or
Mm,
seven months. And when they when we got ready to when it came time for a crane on the new job, the one that we own now, I asked them about a crane and they said we're going to buy a crane. So for somebody to put their company on the line and spend that much money on something, close to $1 million on something, and put their company's reputation on the line
mm.
and put it in my hands and say, well, it's on you. You know, you can
Oh,
run
wow.
this crane, or you can, represent this business, or everybody that needs something moved on the job, got to go through you. To me, that says a lot when somebody will put that much faith and expectations in you. And
Hmm.
sometimes people call me on the phone while I'm working, and and it's work related. But they call me about all kind of stuff because the people at the office, give them my number. Well, call him; he can tell you. You know,
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Yeah, that's amazing. That shows so much about your character. Like that's amazing. Miss Do It Yourself said that's big, Anthony. Yes, it is. Okay.
yeah.
So my next question for you here is, how do you deal with stress or burnout when you're juggling so much?
Uh, well, I don't get stressed, and with burnout, sometimes I just have to lay back for a while. Like I learned a new chord on the piano last year, and I told myself, I said, I'm gonna make 7 songs in one day. I didn't do it. It was like a couple of weeks before I could make a song and use the chord. But sometimes I just have to just let it go and just let it come. Let it come by itself.
That
Most
is
of the time I can do
amazing.
it when I want to, but sometimes I just have to wait till it come to me.
So when you say that you don't get stressed, what do you do when you feel like your back is against the wall?
The way um, well, I've been locked up before, and I work in a funeral home, so I done seen the worst that life got to offer.
Mm-hmm.
I done seen countless people on their deathbed, see them where
Mm,
they died at, see the condition that they in.
mm-hmm.
And I done seen people when they just throw their whole life away and end up in prison with 5 or 6 life sentences. So
Oh
as
wow.
as long as I'm not on that table in the embalming room, and as long as I'm not in prison, I feel like ain't nothing to be stressed about because
Mm,
I I can do what I want to do, out here, in the free world. I can do what I want to do, and it it just it if you go to prison and make it out, it shouldn't be nothing that worry you. Being in the free world, it shouldn't be nothing that give you problems. Well, a lot of people have health problems, but I don't have health problems. Now, when I was in, well, I tell you what, one thing that I did for stress was walk and talk trash. Like if the officers did something that I didn't like, I had a partner that I would walk. We probably walk 15 miles a day walking around the track. And if I just walk around and just call the officer a dog, just call them all kind of bad names and stuff like that. After the yard closing, I go back in. I'm feeling all right because that walking and talking about it, that made me feel better. So when I was getting stressed, exercising um,
mm.
it brought me back down to a normal level.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you was able to find a healthy way to help you like get your mind together and all of that because not a lot of people that are out there are able to do that. They use their anger and take it out on other people, or they do other things that get them into like deeper situations than they was in before. So I love that you was able to find a healthy way to help you. Oh, thank you so much, you guys. Y'all are so amazing. Thank y'all so much for being here. I really, really appreciate y'all. Please make sure that you go over to Anthony Holmes 71 because he is the guest here on 20 Questions with Jay. Make sure you check out his channel and subscribe, okay? So, the next question I have for you here is, what does growth mean to you as a man, as an artist, and as a leader?
When I look back and I'm able to do something today that I wasn't able to do 6 months ago, I know that I grew.
Mm,
Like I remember when I couldn't read Arabic, and I remember like now I can read Arabic, but I know that I with the languages and stuff, I like studying languages. So I
yeah,
know that I can look back at a time and see when I couldn't do something and when I could do something. And that way I know I'm still growing because
I
I
love
still
that. I
take
love
I
that.
still take on challenges now, like um doing, all of this music equipment and stuff that I got. Most times I get a piece of equipment just for one thing, just to be able to do one thing. So I got a whole bunch of stuff that I don't really need, but I do it. So I try to go back and learn different aspects of the instrument, whatever it is, like a keyboard. I try to learn different aspects of it. So
Hmm.
that way I know I'm still growing if I can do something today that I couldn't do 2 weeks ago.
Mm. I love that. It's like you just like to keep your mind sharp regardless of whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
And I love that you brought up the fact of you speaking Arabic because I actually had a question regarding your language. So the next question I have for you here is so I know that you speak multiple languages. What made you want to learn multiple languages? And have you ever planned on doing anything business related regarding the fact that you know multiple languages? And if not, was it just for growth? Or like, do you feel like you have something in store?
Um, well, what made me want to start was in the early 90s. I saw a picture in the newspaper of the people in Russia and I saw the signs on the stores, and I saw the letters, and I thought the letters looked crazy because it looked like a backwards R or upside down
Yeah.
L. The letters was looking crazy. So I said, man, that got to be a crazy sounding language, to have letters that look like that. So a few years later, I saw a Russian dictionary and I looked at it. I said, well, I'm gonna learn the alphabet just so I'll be able to, you know the alphabet. So I learned the Russian alphabet. Then I said, well, I'll learn a few words, so I'll be able to say a few words and write a few words. And I just kept going and kept going and kept going and kept going to where I learned, a good bit of Russian, how to speak, read, and write Russian to where I could get by in Russian. If I go to Russia, I can get by. I won't be stuck on the side of the street, not being able to
Mhm.
communicate with people. So after I learned the Russian and the Russian alphabet, I said, I want to learn another one. I want to learn another alphabet. So I did the same thing with Arabic. I said, well, I'm going to learn the alphabet. I learned the alphabet. And, being that I was locked up, it was Muslims in there, and the vast majority of them didn't know how to speak Arabic. So they used to see me um, with the Arabic dictionaries and writing Arabic and stuff like that. So I ended up teaching a lot of the Muslims how to read the
Oh,
Arabic
wow.
part of the Quran so they can say their prayers right and stuff like that.
Oh, that is amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then I went to Spanish. Spanish was the last language that I studied, and it's the one that I use the most now because most of the people that work with me they speak Spanish. So
Mm.
I speak mostly Spanish at work, and I have been able to speak some Russian because met some Russian truck driver. Well, they wasn't from Russia; they was from the Ukraine. But if they my age, they can speak Russian if they're from the Ukraine.
Mm.
So I'm able to communicate with people in different languages, especially the Spanish help out a lot at work.
Mhm. That's amazing. I love that so much. So, what are all the languages that you know how to speak?
English, Arabic, Spanish, and Russian. That
Good
that I'm
job.
pretty good in, but I know a few words on a lot of other languages, but not enough to
Oh, yeah.
really
But those
not
are the
enough
ones
to
that
get
you're
by.
like fluent in.
Yeah, I can speak, read, and write each one of them.
Oh, wow. That's incredible. That is so dope. Okay. So, which one of them was the hardest and which one of them were the easiest, other than English?
Yeah, Spanish was the easiest by far, and I would say that on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being easy and 10 being difficult, Arabic and Russian is a 10
Dang. What
because
makes them
when you
so difficult?
because Arabic don't use vowels; they only write consonants,
Mm.
and Arabic don't just say like if you want to make a word plural, it ain't just one thing you do. Like most times in English, we just add a s, like turn book
Right.
into books. We
Mm-hmm.
on 99% of the words in English, we just add a s. It's not like
Mm-hmm.
that in Arabic. It depends on what kind of word it is in Arabic. So,
I feel that.
and Russian is kind of the same way too. You have to learn a lot more in um Russian and Arabic than you do in English. Now, to read English, English is hard to read because you got a lot of silent letters, a lot of combinations like
Mm.
GH and PH.
Yeah.
GH sound like a F, like in enough. PH sound like a F in phone. So if
Mm-hmm.
you take that for somebody from another language, they'll never get it right.
Right. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. I definitely want to shout out Taisha, because I know that she sent me a super chat. And Chip, thank you so much, you guys, for the super chat. I really appreciate you. And I believe it was somebody else. I'm not too sure. But I appreciate all of y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here and showing so much love. Please make sure that you're double tapping the screen to like the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with Anthony Holmes 71. Please make sure that y'all go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content, okay? So, my next question I have for you here is, what's one moment in your life that really tested your character?
Um, that's a difficult one. Let me see. I would say when I got out of prison, I was trying to find a job. I never did give up. It took
Mm,
when I got out, I didn't know nothing about computers. I did learn how to type though when I was locked up. I did learn how to type, and I just never did give up, and I didn't. Well, I've never been a person to really sell drugs or nothing like that. I used to tell people that my whole drug selling career, I might have made $40. My whole drug selling career, because after the first night, I gave it up.
mm.
So I wasn't never into robbing. I was never into selling drugs. So I was. It took me a long time to find a job, and I didn't resort to other ways other than getting a job. Working, doing something legal. I didn't, fall back into crime. So I think that showed a lot about my character, that I didn't give up. I just kept going and kept going and kept going. And I started out
Okay.
with jobs. Before I got a job, a real job, I was I was washing like family members' cars and stuff, and they'll pay me. I was cutting family members' grass, and they would pay me. And then I got a job with some people that had a whole bunch of land and a whole bunch of houses, and I was doing the yards for them. And that's why I first got on a machine and learned, a little bit about a tractor. And each job that I got after that, I just kept moving up and up and up and up until I got to the top. So now I'm at the top of any job that I would want to have. I got the job now that's, I don't even want to go higher.
I love that. I love that so much. You're literally like, it's crazy how sometimes people can feel like they're at their bottom, and by pushing themselves to their best with their like ability, they're able to get to where they really want to get to. That is so amazing. I love that phrase so much. Like for real. Yes, man. Yeah. So historic hairstyle said soul soldier. Yeah, period. Okay. So my next question for you here is, when was the last time you felt truly proud of yourself and why?
Um, I know probably just last week, last like whenever October the 19th was. That's when my mama's birthday was.
Oh,
She always happy to see stuff that I'm doing, and I'm just happy to be able to be here and be able to do stuff for her. And each day that I go by and I'm not in somebody's jailhouse or something like that, I just feel real good.
I know, right? Oh, I love that so much. Oh, that's so sweet. You are so loving and amazing. I love that so much. Okay. So, my next question for you here is, would you rather lose the ability to make music forever, or would you rather lose all of your senses forever?
Probably all of my. I would give up the music.
You would.
Yeah, because I can still listen to music and feel good that other people make. If I can still hear, I can still listen to music, and that'll make me feel good.
Yeah, you would still be able to enjoy it. You just wouldn't be able to do it yourself. If
Yeah.
there was something to replace the love that you have for music, what do you think it would be and why?
Um. Let me see. That's a tough one. Probably teaching people. I like teaching people. So if I could help people understand how to make their lives better, that would be good. Because I did a lot of teaching in my days. I used to teach speaking people Spanish. I used to teach Spanish speaking people English. I used to teach the Muslims Arabic, and I used to teach people that speak English. I used to teach them like regular reading, like elementary reading. So I did a lot of teaching, and I
Okay.
used to do a lot of kind of like motivational teach. Like telling people how to believe in themselves and how to think positive. I did a lot of that.
Yeah, I
So
can believe that. I feel like we get that from you all the time, so I can believe that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love that so much. Thank you guys so much for being here in the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with Anthony Holmes 71. Please make sure to go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content, okay? So, my next question for you here is, what's something that you believe that content creators struggle with the most and why? So, I asked this question because you don't necessarily do like content like blogging and stuff like that, like how a lot of us do, you know what I'm saying? And the way that you do content, like how you was explaining before, is really more so of something that you enjoy, but also so that your mom can see. And I feel like also so you'll be able to look back on all the things that you do, you know what I'm saying? So, you've been in so many people's lives and you've been in so many people's like just ups and downs. You've been through a lot of emotion with us and you've seen a lot of like our lowest points and you've seen a lot of our highest points. What do you think, as like you looking at us as content creators, what do you think you would say would be our biggest struggles?
Trying to figure out YouTube.
Ain't that the truth? Ciao.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to
Mm,
figure out YouTube, I think, is the person's biggest headache. I think people and we was just talking about that on Danielle chat today
mhm.
when we was watching when I was listening to Danielle's chat. Danielle was talking about how some people in it only for the money, some people in it only for the fun, some people in it, a little bit of both. But a lot of people, they stress themselves out worrying about the numbers, and it's just crazy that you know how much um I cannot be concerned with it, but other people, like, they losing sleep over it and stuff like that. But the easiest thing that I can say is like YouTube is like the lottery. Everything with YouTube is by chance, you know.
Yeah. That is, yeah, it really is by chance and consistency and just watching yourself grow and trying to be better than you were when you first started. Like, it's so much, but yeah, it's really having your heart in it and knowing the direction you want to go. So, speaking of direction, this question I have for you is going to be your last question. So, thank you so much for making it this far into the interview. And thank you, everyone, for being here. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with Anthony Holmes 71. Please make sure you get the chance to go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content. My last question for you is, what is your goal for your channel before the ending of 2025?
Uh, I don't. Maybe if I just post more videos, but I don't really have goals for the channel. But I have a few people outside of like my mama. I got a few people that watch um that really look forward to seeing the work videos, and
Mm-hmm.
I just put it out, just to show stuff. I know that if I start narrating my videos and tell people what I'm doing and why we doing it, people will be more interested, I think, and I could get more views. But I ain't really. I just, I always tell people that I'm a supporter that posts videos.
I feel that. So when I looked at your page, because I'm just kind of going off it at the top of my head, because there's a lot of questions that I had for you that I didn't write down because I was trying to stick to the little thingy thing, but I want to be able to ask you some questions. So
If you want to run over time, if you want to, if you can, I don't have nowhere to go or nothing to do.
I know, right? So, when I looked at your page, I seen that the very first video you posted on your page was actually the most viewed, and that was kind of you, like on your keyboard. Kind of, it seemed like you was doing like an old school kind of mix thing. It was like a different song with a different beat. I'm not really too sure because I don't think I heard that version, or it must have just been like a beat with a different song on it. What made you want to make that your first video?
Um, I used to watch a lot of DJ videos on YouTube, and I said I want to do that. So I got a bunch of videos that I put on YouTube. My first bunch of videos was DJ videos, like
Mm,
scratching and mixing and stuff like that. And I did that a little bit, and then I just started making all kind of videos. But yeah, my first video, yeah, that's my best doing video. But I got so
yeah,
many copyright claims off doing that other stuff.
child.
Once I found out about the copyright claims, because I didn't even know how to look for no copyright claim back then when I put that on there.
Mm-hmm.
So, I made a lot of the video because I used to play records. I would play records and put
Mm,
it on YouTube just so people can listen to that song. I
yeah.
got a lot of videos like that, but I made them private.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So there's a lot of videos that we don't know about.
Yeah,
Because the video that you posted, I believe that was like 7 years ago was your first video. And then I seen that when you started making videos like from your work site, you was doing the videos of you like mixing and stuff first. So when you started doing the videos on your work site, you already like had a channel that you was doing music on, or did you just decide to start like making the work site videos, or was it more so of you not working at that place yet when you started doing your YouTube? Like which one came first, the work or the YouTube?
the I started well with the first few jobs I had, I was doing YouTube, but I think I didn't really put no videos on YouTube when I was working for the people, like taking doing the maintenance and stuff on the houses and yards and stuff. Because that was like boring stuff. It was out in the
Yeah.
country, so it was boring and stuff. So when I started working for a company that we would be in different places, that's when I started putting stuff on YouTube, and they actually liked it. The company actually
Okay.
liked me making the videos and putting them on YouTube, and actually making videos and giving them to the company so they could use them in
Mm.
presentations when they go to these
Oh,
meetings
nice.
with these
Yeah.
different people, so they can ask for more jobs.
Mm. Okay. So how did they see the video? Did you show them the video, or did they like have your YouTube already?
I would give them a copy. I would put it on a flash drive and give it to them.
Oh, nice. Okay. That's what's up. I like that. Okay. So when I looked at your page prior to the interview, I seen that you had lives. I was kind of under the impression that you probably never did lives or something, but you have a lot of lives. And your last live that you did was a year ago. Do you think that sometime soon, like this year or maybe top of the year, next year, you'll ever do a live again, like so that we'll be able to be there with you?
I always say no, but I kind of think I will. I
Yeah.
kind of think I will because when I was doing lives, I would just random lives, just get on, and sometimes I wouldn't even say nothing. I'd just be walking in the woods, or just put the camera outside and just show the Christmas light. I was just doing all kind of crazy stuff. But and then I would do what I call talking lives too, where I would talk to the people when they come in. And so I always say that I won't never do a live, but I think I probably will.
I think that would be so dope. Thank you so much, Corey, for that super chat. I really appreciate you. Corey said, "Big up, Anthony. A go live." Period. That would be amazing. So Queen said, "I would love for you to go live and for all of us to be able to come and support you in your life. That would be awesome." And I most definitely agree because yeah, like as much as you be in our lives and we never got to experience that with you at all, if you go live, that would be it would be so epic. Like it would be so dope being able to just like see what goes on around you. Ooh, see what goes on around you, like from your point of view. That would be fly, especially if you went live at the construction site. I think that would be so cool because I've seen the videos where you have like the 360 camera, and I didn't even know that was like a 360 camera. Like I just seen it pointed on you. For some reason, I was trying to, I don't know what I was trying to do. I don't know what I was trying to do. I moved the screen and I see the screen just moved. And I was like, hold on, what is this? So like I was like, yeah, that was my first time really like it wasn't my first time messing with it because I seen a video that had like a 360 camera before, but I definitely didn't think that like that video was gonna be a 360 camera where I'm able to see like all around you and you're literally just up in the truck, sitting, chilling, probably watching somebody else's live or something. So I remember you told me that you have a lot of devices. How many cameras do you actually have?
Well,
Like
actual,
including your phones and everything?
um, let me see. I got one, two, three, four, five, six, and well, including my phone, seven. I got seven. This is my everyday camera right here. This is
Mm.
like my new one. I had one that this replaced that I dropped in a pipe with water in it at work, so I had to get another one. And I lost one of my other cameras. I put it somewhere at work and don't remember, because I have cameras at work everywhere. I have them
Mm.
stuck on the back of machines, on posts, on the ground. I have covered up cameras. I have, and I lost one of my cameras recently, so I need to get one to replace that. So I got about, I think I counted like 7 or 8 cameras.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's amazing. So are any of your cameras like waterproof cameras?
Yeah, the 360 camera is waterproof. My
Mm.
phone is waterproof, and this here come it came in
Mm.
a case, so I can put it
Okay.
in a
Oh
waterproof case.
nice.
Yeah. So actually, and then I got real like camcorder. Let me see. Hold on, let me get it.
Thank you so much for the flowers, you guys. Thank y'all for the gifts. I really, really appreciate y'all. And yes, y'all. Thank y'all so much also for tuning into the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with Anthony Holmes 71. Please make sure to go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content, okay?
I got something like this. This is a Canon. This is a camcorder. This
Oh,
ain't
wow.
waterproof. This ain't waterproof at all. So I
Dang, that
got
thing
like,
is big.
yeah, yeah. It's this is like one like the news people have.
Yeah, that's literally what it looks like.
Yeah, you can hook the microphone into it. It got all kind of stuff. I try to have a camera for each situation. Like most times when I go to work, I have I had 3 cameras in my bag when I went today. When I went to work today, so including my phone, I had 4 cameras today when I went
Mm.
to work.
Oh, nice. Okay. I love that so much. So like as far as like your content goes, because I also seen that on like some of your videos, you literally look like show the type of trucks that are there, and then you will have like the name of the truck and the title and stuff like that. Do you think you'll ever do like a combination of all of them into like one video to like show people all the different trucks that you actually like work with, like all the different equipments and stuff like that?
Yeah, I actually did. I got a few like that, but I got so many videos. It's hard. Like I got over 1,500 videos, so it'll takes. It's hard to just stumble up on that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I got a few videos like that.
Yeah, okay. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. That is so dope because wow, man, like Dang, Anthony, I feel like so many people just wanna, oh, that's so cute. Look at little donkey. So I feel like everyone that just like knows you and everyone, especially like deep into this community, we just want to be able to give you your flowers because you are so sweet, you're so positive. And the fact that you can literally sit here and say that you don't stress is insane to me because I believe it because of how you act. Like,
Keep talking. Keep talking. I gotta plug my phone up. It just went dim. I just realized it ain't been plugged up the whole time. Let me get a
oh
cord. Hold on.
no, I'm so sorry, but you're completely fine. So I really just want to be able to give you your flowers because you are so amazing and I'm so happy that you was able to come up into this community because you just shed so much joy and so much positivity and the fact that you came with your music and everything, you really pulled a lot of people together and you really made people want to be able to go harder knowing that you're like here just doing all the things that you're doing, showing your support because not everybody is able to just like get up on live. Oh my God, that is so cute. Not everybody is able to just get up on live and feel like they could just like start talking like that. And I know just recently you was up in my live and you was ready to just dang near kick everybody out. You know what I'm saying? When it
Oh yeah.
comes to like everybody that be up on there talking mess, you know what I'm saying? So when it comes to you dealing with like the trolls, because I know you had said one time, I think it was in Corey's live, you was like, some people like take certain things a different way or whatnot. So when it comes to you and dealing with like negative people, what is like too much and what is like allowable in a way to just like ignore it and like whatever. But what would make you like what's crossing the line to you basically?
Well, my main thing is I don't like when people come and they disrupt what's going on. They don't even have to be saying something like disrespectful, outright disrespectful. But if you talking about planting flowers and stuff, and somebody come in and talking about eating hamburgers, to me that's disrespectful because they disrespecting what you got going on. They trying to override your conversation and trying to take over your conversation. So I don't like when people do that, and I especially don't like when people come in and start calling names and stuff like that. I don't like that at all
Yeah,
because
I feel
most of the
that.
people that do it don't even have a picture. They don't even have a profile picture, so they too much of a too much of a coward, to have their real name and a picture up there so people can see who it is.
Mhm. I
If I
feel
ever
you
say
that.
anything that makes somebody mad, they can, I'm under my real name. So if they don't like me, they can come find me.
Well, y'all don't need to go find him, child. He ain't bothering nobody. You feel me?
Oh, they can
Yeah,
they,
but
they can
nah,
come
I feel
find me.
you. What's up, King? Thank all of y'all so much for being here. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with Anthony Holmes 71. Please make sure to go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content. So before we get up out of here, Anthony, do you have anything you would like to say?
I would like to say that I thank you for thinking that I'm interesting enough to talk to. And I
Yeah.
would like to thank all of the people that came in. I see right now I just said 24 people watching now. When I was doing lives, the only people the most people I ever had on a live was 13 people. So, the lives that y'all do every day is outdoing the lives that I was doing back then. And I see people. I want to shout out some of the people because I like to shout them out. I see Elevated. What's up, Elevated? I see Corey. I see Antonice. I see B Dubs. I see Lala. And I saw a few names coming up. I saw Chip come in. I see Homebody Trish. I see Kaylin Crew. A lot of people, King Explicit. I just like to thank all of the people that came in to spend a little bit of time. Queen, I was in Queen live earlier before we got on your live. I was watching Queen. I see Queen donated a lot of gifts too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they going him.
Oh,
Thank
I can't
y'all.
even see no more of the chat because Queen got so many gifts in there. Just go fill the whole screen up with it. But I like
Yeah.
to thank everybody. I know I didn't call everybody's name out, but um, I appreciate people for thinking that I'm interesting enough to for people to want to hear what I got to say.
Yeah. Oh my God. I love that. And Anthony's was like, oh, he's so humble. And you are. Yeah, we really, really appreciate you. You have a really old soul too. That is so amazing. I love that. I love that you still kept that dealing with this society. I feel like sometimes being in this world, especially in this day and age, it can kind of like ruin that or change that. And I appreciate you for continuing to like hold that type of like spirit within you down. I love that so much.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
earlier when I was talking about I couldn't see, I saw what Trisha Nicole put that. That's them 54-year-old eyes. Yeah,
I saw
and shout
that.
out to Trisha too.
Thank you, King. Yeah, I love that so much. Yes, man, Anthony, you are so amazing. I'm so blessed and so like I'm just like at all with you because you really are humble, like Anthony said. And yeah, Queen said, we love you, Anthony, and we do, you know what I'm saying? And very selfless, says Corey. You feel me?
Yeah,
Yeah. That's amazing.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to shout out to Corey because Corey adopted me so a few years. I'm talking about a few years. It seemed like
It
it been
feels
that
like a
long.
few
A,
years.
a few
Yeah.
months back, Corey adopted me. We was in somebody live and we was in the chat and Corey said that I was her accountability partner. That's what she called me, her
I love
accountability
that.
partner. And I noticed she said that a few times, so that's why it seemed like I kind of be getting on Corey a little bit more than I get on other people because because she kind of expect that too,
I
for me to
know.
be I think she called it a couple of times like fussing at her, like if she say she got to go do a video or something like that, and I tell her well she need to go ahead and do it, and she'll say, well, just the other day she was doing it the other day, so I want to give a shout out to Corey and somebody else, that's real strong and been going since the beginning is Stash Cash and Elevated. Stash
Yes.
Cash, Stash brought a lot of people into this community. And he been knowing he deal with a lot of people, and I like that about Stash.
Mhm.
Elevated, he kind of quiet, but he be around a lot.
Yeah.
Elevated do a lot of support, and so shout out to Elevated too because and a matter of fact, I'm playing. I don't know why they hadn't made it to the hours yet, but I'm playing Stash and Elevated all day, every day now.
Oh,
Um,
that's amazing. Shout
yeah,
out to you.
I'm playing running both of their playlists, their longest playlists. I'm running both of their playlists all day, every day, just under 12 hours. I
Mhm.
started in the morning around 6 o'clock and I ended about 5:30. So just under 12 hours they getting from me every day.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's amazing. Oh my God, that's so amazing. Thank you so much, Anthony. You are so sweet. Yes, I can't wait because you already know that we got a season 2 and a season 3 coming in 2026. So I'm excited to see what these next 6 months are going to be for you. I wish you all the best of luck in everything that you choose to do because I know that when it comes to your content, you're just posting and you're really just like you saying, you really like to be able to just vibe with everyone and you're just kind of doing your thing. But I can't wait for you to go live. I feel like that's going to be epic. And if you do, I hope you put a flyer out so that everybody knows when and like what day because we all gonna want to be there for sure, like you need to let us know so we can all get together because we're gonna want to be there to support you just like how you support all of us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, man. Oh my gosh. Well, you guys, thank y'all so much for being here. I really appreciate y'all. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with Anthony Holmes 71. Please make sure to go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content, okay? And with that being said, the first episode for Anthony is out of here. Season 2
Okay.
is another 6 months from now. Y'all have a good night. Bye.